Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Pisces, I'm going to use a tarot deck I have not used in a long time. It was actually nagging at me. I started with something different with Aquarius yesterday, and those cards, like, they just got quiet, and this deck got, like, so loud, it just kept pulling me in to use it. So, it is my, look at that. Yeah, that's the Emperor. It's been a while. I might pause for a second reading these cards because the depictions are a little bit different. But I'm going to actually go a lot with the artwork in this. So Murder of Crows tarot deck is what we're going to work with here. I'm going to look at your energy and then the energy outside of you. I'm keeping the energy outside of you very open. It could be someone else. It could be an energy of yourself that exists in the future as well. Or I'm hearing it could be an energy of yourself that existed from the past. So it's fluid. It flows and it's fluid. So let's just see where this goes. I do have my tiny rider weight on deck here to clarify. Yeah, I'm getting started. So I'm just kind of like seeing what I'm supposed to do, because I thought I had a plan with what I was supposed to read and different cards. No. So do one more shuffle. All right, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out one card to kind of like signify the energy of each position here, and then we're going to develop them more. Your energy. The Nine of Swords. Thinking the worst. No, you know what? It's almost like, oh, you could even be having some really weird dreams right now. Like, it's like she's woken up and there's this big shadow. And almost feels like your energy, your mind, there's a shadow over your thinking. Or a shadow trying to creep into your thinking. Energy outside of you is the Knight of Cups. Again, whatever that energy represents. So that energy is nice. Energy is nice, Pisces. Maybe that's an energy that you're going into in the future. Or it's an energy that you've been in, or it's someone around you. But this is really like, almost like having this, you know what this reminds me of? This is getting like someone who's got a lot going on, a lot on their mind, and you're sound asleep, and it's like all of a sudden you wake up and you remember something that you were supposed to do and you didn't do it. Like, it's just this. So I don't know if maybe you have a lot going on, because it feels like that, like just suddenly waking up, but there's this shadow. The other feeling I get from this card too is, you know, let's say you're having a conversation with someone one day, and then that evening you go to sleep and you're sound asleep, and then you wake up and you suddenly like start recalling the conversation that you had, and you think to yourself, oh no, I didn't realize that at the time. Like, there's something that almost your subconscious doesn't stop working on. And then because your subconscious doesn't stop working on it, it's like it doesn't really bother you maybe during the day or during the waking hours. But then when your subconscious becomes most active at night, it startles you with this. Your energy is really interesting. This over here is really nice. The Knight of Cups. This knight has got a mask on and you can't tell who they are. And I feel like actually it looks no more like it's the light on the horse, accentuating his muscle structure, but there's something odd about it where it almost looks like the breath of the horse, like in the cold. in the cold. But this is typically a warm energy. So it's almost like this warm energy is sitting in the cold. But you're fascinating. So, ooh, okay. Yeah, that's going to be the first card. There's going to be a card that goes in the middle, and it's going to be the energy between you and the energy outside of you. And then we'll pull cards for each side here. Energy between the Ten of Wands. Wow. Heavy. Heavy energy between these 2 points. A burden. Carrying dead weight. You're carrying dead weight. You're carrying dead weight towards something new here. Because this is going in that direction. It's carrying this crow. God, what is this? This is like something that plagues your mind. Something that plagues your mind, and you're carrying this towards this wonderful energy. So you're working your way towards this amazing new cycle, new encounter. So this doesn't feel like something from your past, because we're progressing there. You're going there, right? You see this Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands. Carrying heavy thoughts with you. Carrying heavy thoughts towards this Knight of Cups. The Sun. Oh, what the hell? Why not? The Three of Wands. The Six of Swords. This is almost like, how do you describe this? I mean, you're anticipating something. There's a little bit here of, I want to say, anticipating the universe taking you away from your dreams, right? When you got the Ten of Wands, you're carrying a heavy burden. So I don't know if life just seems particularly heavy or fraught with problems or things that have your subconscious really activated. Because this character has their back turned on the sun, turned from the sun, which is it's great. Like, it's meeting your goals, self-actualizing, like you feel like you're in the right place at the right time. You're doing all the things you wanted to do and experience. You're on your path and everything feels great. But this character in the Three of Wands has turned his back on that. And the Six of Swords is taking us in a different direction. So if the Six of Swords is showing up as it typically would, sort of like the universe trying to guide you out of something, what's really unusual is that usually the Six of Swords is taking us from turbulent waters to calm waters. You may not be able to see how to achieve some sort of dream or success here. So your subconscious, I'm really getting the subconscious. Like, it's almost as if you could even be taking actions throughout the day to try to achieve these dreams and wishes. But your subconscious is always sitting there. It's almost like, yeah, like the little devil on your shoulder, whispering in your ear. But most of the time, all of the other atmosphere and things going on, you don't even hear it. Until you lay down at night and you're like sound asleep, and your subconscious wakes you up with this. And I feel as though maybe you are not able to see exactly how you could do what you need to do to fulfill some of your biggest wishes here in your lifetime, or the biggest wish. And it's as if your dream of the sun is turbulent. So the universe is trying to move you away, right? You got the Ten of Wands. What comes with this Ten of Wands? the Eight of Wands, movement. There you go. Movement. The Nine of Wands. Where you get, oh, you're getting it all in the right order. You get 8, 9, 10 of Wands. Good for you, Pisces. And the Seven of Swords. Oh my God, this burden. Oh my God, what is this energy? Okay, well, let me see. The Knight of Cups is the King of Wands. Well, there you've transformed your wands. The Knight of Pentacles. The Five of Wands. You're meeting a conflict here in the future. You're showing up to meet some sort of a conflict in the future. Oh gosh, but it feels like even getting there though is tricky. This, like Eight of Wands, there's this movement to get this going, right? But then you hit the Nine of Wands, and look at both of these look just like this is not a place you want to be walking through. Your foot's going to get stuck or tangled in these branches. Then there's almost like a barbed wire or a razor wire that you're going to get caught up in. And the Seven of Swords is something. Are you trying to thief something, or is something being thieved from you? No, you know, because I'm looking at these birds, and the birds are showing up, right? It's the murder of crows. So the birds are showing up almost like spirit, okay? Is there something you forgot to do? And you wake up suddenly and you think about that. But it's almost like it's connected to something else, bigger. Like you were meant to wake up and think about something. And you're carrying, why are you carrying the bird? Because the birds are supposed to be guiding you. It's almost a little bit like getting some false guidance. Because these birds are sitting here. They're perched on these wands, stands. I say, like, waiting to guide you forward. They're trying to stop you. Why? Because then I feel like you represent this raccoon, whatever it is, that the crow is taking back. It becomes too dangerous. So you have to go back. This burden is too heavy to move forward right now. Maybe that's why you have the Nine of Swords. There's something that you're trying to accomplish here. Every time you get momentum and you get going, it's like the whole thing, you end up tangled in it. And then you have to kind of get brought back to the beginning. The Four of Cups at the bottom. Yeah, I would say though with this energy, you're not necessarily going to have a lot of time to recognize, you know, the good stuff in life that's being offered to you. And even if you could you get to it? That's the question I have here. Could you get to it? Like what? I just can't help feeling like it's almost like false start energy over and over again. And maybe that's what's waking you up. Like the Sun, the Three of Wands. Oh no, but you're moving away from the Sun. Somehow something's going on here where you're moving away from the Sun. A dream, a wish that you have for yourself. Are you aware that you're doing this? Because now part of me feels like there's a point to the universe putting roadblocks in front of you or making some sort of path particularly difficult. It's almost like, no, you need to, because it's taking them back. And the Knight of Cups, there you have the King of Wands. This is really taking, like, this is a very strong leadership energy. This isn't you. I don't mean it like that. That came off really bad, right? This is a really strong leadership energy. This is not you. That's not how I meant it. Yeah, this is something else in the future here. Or this, I don't know if it is in the future. It's something outside of you. But you're caught up in a tangle of something. You're trying to move yourself in a direction here. But this direction, it's like, okay, you feel almost like each foot is getting caught along the way. Even here, the guides are sitting still. The guides are sitting still in the Eight of Wands. Somehow you're being stopped from progressing forward. If you start progressing forward, it ends up like a tangle, right? Oh, now your feet are really getting caught. The crows are all coming in like to try to stop you. Stop trying to go forward. And even if you continue to persist, like a big crow comes in, picks you up, and takes you back. This could even be a nightmare. I don't know. I could even be reading a nightmare. Like you could be having like a dream, like a repeat dream. What is this? This is what I want to really clarify, because this is an energy outside of you. Very dynamic kind of leadership energy. The Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. This is having a really steadfast plan that is, it's propelled forward by the heart, by emotions, by hope. It's beautiful. But then the Five of Wands is here. What is this Five of Wands? Because all the crows are coming in here. There's a conflict here. I want to know what this is. Yours, now that I've really kind of pulled it through and seen what's going on here, I get it. How this connects to you, I'm not sure. The Knight, let's start with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, the Page of Wands. Well, this could even be someone that wants to communicate to you. Like you're, how would anyone get to Pisces right now? It's like Pisces is in a booby trap. Anyways, we'll get back to you in a minute. The King of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. This is a good goddamn time over here. This is a good time over here. Maybe this is what you're working your way towards. Like somebody's the king of their own party. Somebody's the king of their own party. Somebody's got like all of these great emotions here, and they can flow forward with them. They can communicate with them. The Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. With this person, this energy is steadily making its way towards, like its counterpart, right? The King and Queen of Wands. You got a lot of wands over here. So I don't know if you're represented as that. Like, because this would be a different type of, like, propulsion system compared to this one. This propulsion system that you have is, it's tedious. It's never ending. It's one bloody obstacle after another. The Five of Wands. The Tower. The Four of Cups. Well, that's interesting because you had the Four of Cups as an underline. The Five of Cups. The Page of Cups. The Queen of Cups, Temperance, and the Lovers. Well, what is this? It's like working through a conflict. And then here all this emotion comes through. Now you have the King and Queen of Cups over here and the King and Queen of Wands over here. Some energy outside of you. It takes time to get here. It really does. I don't know if it's you. Like you working your way. Is this somebody, you know, waiting for the right person to meet? Whether that's a new friend in their neighborhood, or somebody they want to build something with, or somebody they want to date. Like there's a lot of ways this could come up. But it's like basically waiting for the right person. But this is a long wait. And you look like you could be the long wait. Just what I see over here. Okay. Let's go over here. This Ten of Wands. Oh, yeah. The Ten of Wands. There's an old part of yourself that you're carrying. Oh my God, you got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. The Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. There's an old part of yourself here that you're carrying with you. It's depleting. You're carrying a bit here. You know, with the Queen of Pentacles, it's a very motherly energy. You could be a mother yourself. You could have a lot of parental responsibilities. The Ten of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. This is like you can't get yourself out of the cold. You're in the cold. I want to describe this as like a desert full of booby traps. Because it doesn't look like anything grows here. Like it looks like sand dunes, barbed wire, and all these branches. There's more than one burden here that you're carrying. You really can't move that fast. So if somebody's waiting for you or waiting to meet you, you know, yeah, you're getting there. But then you get this Seven of Swords. The Eight of Wands, the guides are not moving. Why? Why? The the Eight of Wands. The Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Cups are waiting for you to see something. They're waiting for you to either emotionally disconnect from something that you might be carrying right now. Waiting for you to see what you're emotionally disconnected from. The Nine of Wands. This is like the crows send you back. The Six of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands. Well, the Three of Wands is over here, and the Three of Wands is moving away from the sun. Your wish is behind you. I mean, that is the most obvious thing. Somehow you've missed a wish. Say that. Somehow you've missed a wish. Your wish is behind you. Because this Two of Wands too is looking back. And Three of Wands is looking in the wrong area. You're looking in the wrong spot for something. You might have already passed it. I don't know, maybe it's this. The Seven of Swords. The Six of Pentacles and the Magician. Moving backwards here. Go back. Because there's some sort of like I feel like something that's supposed to be like given to you or gifted, like you missed it. Something you've been trying to manifest. That's why you can't go forward. You've passed it somehow. Something that you started working on a while ago and you thought, no, I'm gonna focus on this instead, and kind of moved yourself away from something. So let's go over here. And you've got the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Six of Swords. See, and the Seven of Cups. The way forward is confusing. The way forward doesn't make sense. The way forward is a big mystery. The way forward is foggy. So the Sun, the Five of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Well, the Eight of Wands, right? That has something to do with seeing and knowing what you've emotionally detached from. The Knight of Wands, Pentacles, is over here. You've cut something out that you were moving towards. It's almost like an energy that waits for you to move towards it too. It's funny. It's kind of got the feeling of, let's say you're at a job fair. It's just like something very simple in general. You're at a job fair and there's all these booths and you sit and you have this great conversation with someone. And, oh, wow, yeah, this is a great, I like this. And I don't know what happens, but somehow you get pulled away or you start, maybe somebody introduces other thoughts into your head or, but you know, I gotta look at the whole job fair. I'll be back. Don't worry. This sounds great. So you walk and it's almost like that right there was a wish fulfillment, but somehow you kept going forward and walking away from it. But it's almost as if, you know, who was manning the booth at the job fair? They're Pisces. Pisces said they were coming back. Oh, wait. Pisces said they were coming back. Because this is perfect. This energy recognizes you as, yes, you are perfect for this job, or you are perfect for this relationship, or you are perfect for whatever this is. Because you've got two counterpart energies here. You've got fire and water. It's great. Feels dynamic. It feels comfortable. It feels just awesome, inspiring. Yeah. And then with the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Page of Wands, see, that almost feels like that job fair booth is ready to give you a job offer. I don't know if it doesn't have to be a job. I mean, it could be romantic too, with the kind of cards that you have over here. But it's just like putting it like that. It's like, you know, there's something there and then you kept going. But wait a second. So the universe, the reason, you know, and now it's almost like walking through this job fair with so many pamphlets, and you've got bags of pamphlets and information, like, right? Like now it becomes kind of heavy to carry, and you feel like, you know, I'm not I'm not getting where I wanted to get here. You've got to go back to the beginning. The Three of Wands. The Hanged Man. Waiting. You're waiting on the shore. The Six of Swords. Really, that's fascinating because they came out together, didn't they? Yeah, the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Swords. They're here with the Six of Swords, right? Going back, the Four of Swords. Oh my God. The Seven of Wands and the Fool. And the Sun. It's almost like protecting yourself from a new beginning. But you don't realize it. What's this Four of Cups? Like a missed opportunity? Yeah, now, even now as they play that, it's almost like entering the job fair after just recently getting fired or laid off or something. So you kind of walk in with, you know, that screw employers, screw this. Just like that attitude of the Four of Wands. So when you walk up to that first, second or third, whatever it was, but it felt like it was early on in this journey here, you might, yeah, like because of this, I feel like you may not even have recognized your wish fulfillment. because of the attitude you had when you walked into the job fair. So the Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Ten of Cups. So you're stubborn. I mean, it feels like that. Your attitude is a little bit stubborn here, because the only thing you want to move towards is the Ten of Cups. Like, yeah, I want my emotional fulfillment, but I feel like you passed it. This is what's really weird. I feel like you passed it. Right? Isn't it odd? Like, it could be almost any circumstance in your life, you know, a larger, a more prominent cycle that you went through, or maybe something small or minor. It's very curious, Pisces. You have the Page of Pentacles at the bottom. So that's almost like see, the Page of Pentacles walking in to the job fair is going to have a really different outlook than the Four of Cups walking into the job fair. It's the Four of Cups, like, I've been there, I've seen that shit. There ain't nothing good here. But the Page of Pentacles is like, oh, I have high hopes. I'm going to learn some new things. I wanted to try this. Interesting. This is really interesting, Pisces. I'm going to go do the extended. I'm going to get advice in the extended. I'm going to get advice, particularly for this one. I'm going to leave them open this week and just see how each reading goes. I'm feeling advice. Advice for you. Thank you so much, Pisces. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.